Yo, what's up guys, Zach from Team Top Deck, and today we're going to be profiling a Gravekeeper deck for you guys. This is episode 3 of our fun deck series, so yeah, let's hop into it. Hope you guys enjoy. So to start off, the 3 standard spy. This card is your searcher of the deck. What this lets you do is when it's flipped, you can search out a Gravekeeper from your deck. So this just helps you speed it up because Gravekeepers are pretty slow, but it's a really good card. Then we run the 1 Nobleman. Essentially your 4th spy. What this does, when it's destroyed by balance into the graveyard, you can search your deck for a Gravekeeper and set it. So this is really good. We run 2 Descendant. This card is really good because what this allows you to do is pop stuff. So this is basically how you get rid of annoying cards. And then this has a lot of synergy with the 2 Recruiters we run in the deck. What this card does is when this card is under your control and it's sent to the graveyard, you can search out a Gravekeeper, and so you can pop Recruiter with Descendant and then search. So that combo is really strong. Then you're going to want to run the 2 Commandant or Commandant. This card is really good because essentially it's your terraforming of the deck. It'll search out your Necro Valley, and yeah, it's just pretty good for that. Essentially, you run 2 of it because you want to see Necro Valley as early in the game as possible. So yeah. Then we run the 1 Assailant, just another name, and this card does come in handy now and then. So one of this. We run the 1 Heretic. This card's pretty good because it's unaffected by everything. So it's good to run at 1. You could even bump it up to 2 if you wanted to. But personally, I think 1's pretty good. Then for the non-Gravekeeper cards, we run 2 Summoner Monk. This card searches out a lot of stuff like Heretic, searches out Assailant, and this allows you to go into rank 4 plays and speeds up the deck because Gravekeepers are really slow. So this just gives some synergy to the deck. And then we run 1 Malefic Stardust Dragon. This protects your Necro Valley, so for that reason, it's pretty good. Under the spells, we run 3 standard Necro Valley. This is your field spell in the deck, really strong. It gives a boost to all your Gravekeepers, and it also basically lets it makes your opponent's graveyard unplayable. So this card is just really good. Then we run 2 Stealth. This card allows you to add Gravekeepers back, so it's just a good recycle card. And then we run 1 Royal Tribute for the final Gravekeeper Pyramid. This card's amazing. If you open this card, you basically win the game, to be honest. Essentially what this does is if you have Necro Valley in play and you activate this, both players have to discard all monsters from their hand, so this hurts a lot of decks. And if you have Necro Valley, your opponent can't really do much because their stuff's in the graveyard and it's untouchable. So this card it's just super good, especially the Necro Valley. So then we run 3 Pot of Duality. This card just helps us search out stuff that you need. It's kind of unfortunate that you can't special summon the turn you play it, but there isn't a lot of special summoning in Gravekeepers in general, so this card just helps us search out. Necro Valleys helps us search out Commandants, Spies, anything you really need. So 3 is a pretty good number of that. Then we run the 2 Allure of Darkness. This card's alright. You don't really want to banish a lot of your cards because, I mean, Gravekeepers are pretty important, and by banishing them, there's really no way to get them back. But at 2, this card's okay because you can pitch up a Summoner Monk if it's dead, and if it's not dead, or if you don't have a Summoner Monk, then you can just play it and draw 2. So it's a pretty good last resort card. And if you didn't want to run this, you could also run Card of Demise, which is really good in this deck. So if you don't have Card of Demise, you could run this as a substitute. Then we run 1 Raigeki and 1 Dark Hole. Just board wipes, because in this deck it's pretty hard, or it's a control deck, so if your opponent's got a masked board, you basically want to get rid of it as soon as you can, and these are just 2 ways to do that. 1 Soul Charge, this opens up rank 4 plays, and then 1 Upstart just to make it a 39 card deck. And then onto our traps, we run 2 Dark Bribe. A lot of people don't like this card because your opponent draws. In this deck though, it's pretty good because it's control, so you essentially want to negate just anything you can and everything. So even though your opponent draws off this, I mean, chances are if you're negating something, it's worth it. So yeah, I mean, I personally like this card in the deck. I just think it's pretty good. Then 2 Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. This card is insane. It has like higher requirement costs to play because you need a Necro Valley and a Gravekeeper monster on board. But this card negates anything, and essentially you run the Dark Bribes as second versions of these, because this card can brick, because again, it's kind of hard to play at times, and you don't want to run 3 because it can brick, but 2 is a good number because you want to see it. And then because again 3 is too many, you run the Dark Bribes sort of as substitutes that you can use any time for this card. So this card is just really good. 2 is a good number. You can bump it up to 3. I do think that's too many though, personally. But then 3 Mirror Force. This just deals with your opponent's board. Obviously, it's a good card, and personally, I found it to be extremely useful because Gravekeepers, it's kind of hard for them sometimes to get rid of a board. So with Mirror Force, it just makes it that much easier. 1 Compulse. Now and then, if you can't get rid of something for some reason, this is just a good card to get. Just kind of another way to get rid of stuff. 1 Bottomless Staple, pretty obvious. And then 1 Warning for the final main deck card. Obviously a good card, staple. So that's it for the main deck. I'm gonna go over a few extra deck recommendations. So to start off, I recommend a Key Beetle. What this card does is it allows you to protect your Necro Valley. And it's just really good. It takes 2 darks to play, so for that, it's just pretty good. Protects your Necro Valley. 1 Daigusto Emerald. This card recycles stuff back into the deck, lets you draw. 1 101, 1 Giant Hand, an Abyss Dweller, Black Strip of Corn, a Castell, Cowboy. This card's really good because it sometimes in Gravekeepers it can be pretty difficult to finish the game. So this will just let you get in a few points of damage. And then the Utopia package. I recommend this because it's extremely good in the deck. And I mean, any deck that can make rank 4s usually run the Utopia package. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned because we have more videos coming up soon. Again, this is episode 3 of our Fun Deck series. So if you guys enjoyed, again, subscribe and stay tuned for more. Peace.